Welcome to the Business Success Podcast. I'm your host, Charisse Marie, here to accompany you on this exhilarating journey of discovery towards transformative business success. Remember, your journey towards success is uniquely yours. Together, let's cultivate growth one episode at a time.
Hi, everybody. I'm Laura Clark, and I am dubbed the Purpose and Vision Alchemist. And what that really means is I support you in looking at who you innately are, the reason you came down here, your divine purpose, and weave it into your vision of your business in such a way that you feel centered, grounded, and connected to the reason you are in business. And when you do that, you manifest greater success as only you can define it. So I am here today to talk to you about your purpose-driven business, but really centering on clearing the blocks that you have. We all have them. So if you say you are really clear, this message is not for you. I have them. Our hosts have them. It's part of our journey as long as you're a walking, talking, emotional human being and on this planet, you still have blocks to clear. And we're going to talk about that and still having faith and trust to grow your path and your business. So I start off with a question that can be very challenging for some people, but hold on to your seats for a second. Have you ever been called to doing something greater, something big, something bold, and then just been stopped in your tracks with doubt, fear, or uncertainty, or even the next step? Or if you have been stopped and you start taking the next step, do those doubts continue to show up for you? I call them the cosmic 2x4s, those things that we know, but we haven't learned how to get over. Those are our ultimate blocks. So I want to welcome you to uncovering that. This is not an easy journey, but a most necessary journey for those people who are growing a business. It's a challenging time, a tumultuous time out there. Growing a business takes resiliency, it takes courage, it takes passion in the best of circumstances. And right now we have a lot of challenges and energy coming at us from a lot of different perspectives, from politics, from navigating the world stage, and from our own families sometimes, right? We all have energies that are coming at us, and those, when we allow them to sit on our shoulders and get drawn into our own being, they will create their own blocks. And so it's most important to step out of your own self-limiting beliefs, keep your energy and vibration high, and align it to your purpose. And you can see in the scroll that there is an energetic checklist available for you from me. It's my gift to allow you to see where your energies are and how to realign them for greater success. But in this, I want to talk to you about 5 pillars. There are 5 pillars to this whole concept, and that is to awaken that purpose and to be able to define that in 5 words or less. Right? And that's not easy, to take that purpose that everybody has in their heart as a mission statement and whittle it down to it being 5 words or less, so that when you feel your energy getting a little kerfuckled, that you are able to realign and align with energy. So it's awaken and then align your energies for your highest good. It's important to work from a high vibration because that puts your love and your light into it. When you are working from a lower level vibration, it shows up in your work. It shows up in how people see you. It shows up in how people read your copy. It shows up in how you have conversations. And if your energy is less than, you are not going to attract the best and the brightest clients and or people who want your services into your life. So it's important to awaken and align your energy. And then it's important to activate that vision and really step it into place by clearing those blocks. And we want to accelerate it, right? We don't want to sit on a perpetual mouse wheel of making the same amount of money over and over again. We always want to be growing. We want new clients, and we love our clients, but we want new and shining stars to come into our lives. And we want to accelerate that manifestation process. And then the last thing, when you look at all of the emotions of the human being, the highest emotion that we are trying to feel is self-fulfillment. That if you look at the Maslow's hierarchy, it's self-fulfillment that is the highest. So we want to accentuate that so that we are feeling like we're making that contribution that we are divinely meant to create.
Today, I've got something truly extraordinary to share. Something that could help you unlock your mind's full potential and transform your life in ways you never thought possible. Let me introduce you to brainworkaudio.com, the ultimate tool to help you listen, transform, and thrive. Whether you're aiming to enhance your focus, improve your sleep, or cultivate a sense of calm, Brainwork Audio is your partner on that journey. Their mission is simple but powerful: to empower individuals like you to achieve personal growth and well-being through the transformative power of sound. Here's what makes them stand out. Every audio track at Brainwork Audio is crafted by experts in sound engineering. They blend binaural beats, scientifically designed sound frequencies that sync with your brainwaves, with powerful affirmations that reinforce positivity and success, helping you reshape your mindset from within. Drifting off to sleep with their While You Sleep music, designed to lull you into a deep, restorative rest. Or powering through your day with their Focus music that sharpens your concentration and keeps distractions at bay. And when it's time to recharge, their meditation music creates the perfect environment for mindfulness and inner peace. But Brainwork Audio doesn't stop there. They also offer specially designed affirmation tracks, audio experiences that work in the background while you relax or work, subtly reinforcing positivity and confidence. It's personal development, effortlessly woven into your daily life. I've got a special deal just for you. Use promo code SUPERFAN at checkout to save 20% on your first purchase. That's right, 20% off your first step toward a more confident, focused, and peaceful life. So why wait? Head over to brainworkaudio.com today and discover the transformative power of sound. From sleep to focus to mindfulness, they've got the perfect track for every part of your day. Your journey to turn into a better you starts here. Visit brainworkaudio.com and use the code SUPERFAN because you deserve to thrive. Brainwork Audio, listen, transform, thrive.
So it is important to look at where you are from a purpose standpoint. So your purpose is this thing that you can weave like a golden thread through all of your aspects of your life. You cannot separate it from your work, from your relationships with the one person in your life, or from family of origin relationships, or from friends. The reason you are here, that purpose, is a golden thread that you can run through everything. So it's really important to find this purpose. And the reason I like to, the metaphor that I like to use is that of an inukshuk, right? If you look at an inukshuk, it is a human-like guiding post. It's put up for warnings. It's put up to show you your own dark side and to show you your light side and to be that compass for you and to show the next steps on a path. It assists people who are hunting, whether that's physically hunting for something or metaphysically searching for something. And it's about marking places that are of reverence to you as something for yourself. So a purpose is the inukshuk of your life. It helps you magnify who you are and what you're doing. It helps show you the path and how you can hunt on the path for the next thing you're looking for. That is what your purpose is. I want to share a story about one of my clients. She came to me, she's such a bright light. And she came to me and I said, okay, let's start with what's your purpose? Do you know what your purpose is? And she says, yes. And she absolutely 100% said, it is to spread love and light. And I said, that's a beautiful purpose. Let's dive into it. And then we went through a process that involves numerology, and it involves a birth triumvirate, and it involves your values. And we led into this. She goes, well, I said, so how does that feel? How does spreading love and light feel? She goes, generic. And I said, well, everybody, if you come down to this earth, most people are here to spread love and light, right? So it's let's dive into this. And we did this process, and she came out with to be a front porch best friend. And if you knew this woman, you would be like, yeah, I want to have iced tea with this woman on the front porch, because she's going to curate sacred space. She's going to be non-judgmental. She's going to accept your choices. She is going to hold space for you to activate those. She's going to hold space for so much, right? And so it was that purpose, to be that front porch best friend, that she could weave into being a mom, being a daughter, being a chairman of a local committee in a school committee. She could weave it into her business, right, and her relationship with clients. And it felt really inspiring. And it was her inukshuk to go back to any time we start feeling those blocks, and we start procrastinating, and we start, and then you can raise your hand if you've ever felt like you've been procrastinating, or you start looking at bright, shiny objects and say, oh, I'll go over here in my business. I'll go over here in my business. And you don't stay the course whenever you feel uncentered and ungrounded, right? So we have to really have that purpose to bring us back to center, to ground us in a way that we're making confident and courageous choices and moving forward from a place of heart. I'll talk to you about that in a second, but we really want to look at those blocks, and we all have them. So let's talk about a couple that you might have heard about. Let's talk about self-doubt, right? Am I good enough to do this thing? Do I have the patience? Do I have the courage? I'm not this, or I'm not that, or my hair has a little too much gray for somebody to be attracted to what I'm offering. It could be any kind of self-doubt, right? And if you allow that to be the compass, that self-doubt, you are going to lead yourself into a place where you're not successful, right? If I let this little gray over here, right? Oh, I should touch it up. Oh, no, there it is. Be part of that self-doubt. Then I'm not going to garner the success that I want. Reshaping that doubt and saying, I've got a little gray there. It's my wisdom gray. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing when I talk about purpose. I know how to get my clients clear on it. I know that, right? It helps. So we want to look at how we can reshape that particular limiting belief or that block, right? There's another one that's very popular that we have embracing a lot of people, and that's the fear of visibility. And it's one of the reasons I chose it for our deep dive in the Living on Purpose Sistermind that I host inside my business. And we take a 2-3 hour deep dive each month into one particular obstacle, one particular challenge that is prevalent. And I chose visibility because it's really a time when people might not want to be heard. They might be scared that if they speak up too loudly, their voice is going to create challenges for their families. So we talked about fear of visibility, and it really is about that I'm going to be judged. If I go out and I'm visible, there's going to be some sort of judgment placed upon me. And we looked at how we can overcome that particular block. Where does this show up in your life? Does it show up in just your business or with your family? Or when did it start showing up in your life? And was there a root cause for that? And can we clear that block? Because everybody is meant to be visible. Your voice is just as important as my voice. Your business is just as important as anybody else's business. And I have complete confidence in that, because people who are stepping out, who have the courage to build a business, are those people that have the ability to serve a need. And all needs help, when they're served, are risen to a place where that person can overcome that particular challenge, and we get to all rise, right, together. So we worry about other people's opinions, but how can you not let that stop you and allow yourself to be visible? And that's a great question to journal on, is how can you be seen and heard in a way that you don't fear repercussions and judgments, but rather accept them, because somebody's going to judge something about you no matter what you do. Somebody is going to judge something about you no matter what you do. And that person who's judging you is unimportant to that particular thing going on with them. That just shows who they are, right? And you can rise above that and clear that block. Another block is overcommitment, right? Raise your hand if you've said yes to way too many things in your business, because you want to fulfill those needs that are going to help you rise. And actually, one of the things that I have been working with one of my private clients is the ability to say no, right? And really hone in on what you want to do, what brings you joy, and only do that thing to help propel yourself forward. So overcommitment, it also leads to that proverbial burnout, right? And how many people choose to shutter their businesses because of the burnout that they're experiencing, rather than looking at the boundaries that they can put into their life and clearing the block of overcommitment leading into burnout by creating more boundaries. Right? Because what I have dogs. I don't know if anybody else has dogs. I have 4 of them, and we're privileged to live on some property where I open the back door and let the dogs run. They just run and they come home most of the time. But we have one brand new puppy who is testing her boundaries. Right? So we have to create them for her so that she can have greater success and more joy and more love within the confines of 5 acres, right? So we are creating boundaries for her to be safe, to be supported, to be strong, to have more fun, right? And isn't that what we all want? A feeling of safety, of security in this very complicated thing that growing a business can become. Right? We want to feel safe. We want to feel more successful. And to do that, we need more boundaries. Boundaries create greater freedom. That's a writer downer. Boundaries create greater freedom because they keep you in your zone of excellence, and they keep you marching forward with your purpose and allowing it to be woven into your business at a greater pace, that acceleration I talked about for manifestation. Okay? So how can you actually create more boundaries so that you create more freedom? And therein lies kind of the rub with these clearing of the blocks, is what are the blocks to your freedom? What is stopping you from having greater success and more freedom? Something that I hear over and over and over again is, if you've opened a business and you're a business owner, you are a talented human being. You can do it all, right? You can learn the technology, you can write the copy, you can create the courses, you can do it all. And that's going to send you down a proverbial rabbit hole because you need support. In growing a business, you absolutely need support. But you're so talented. And if you're starting out, well, that app costs this much or that costs that much. And I'm, pinching my pennies in order to grow my business. So I'll just do it and I'll overcommit and I'll do everything in the back end of my business. And that actually decelerates success because you are not staying in your excellence zone. You've gone outside of that boundary. It actually, if you hire an assistant or a virtual assistant, an assistant that comes into your home or into your business to do what they're excellent at, it actually spearheads greater success. The wheel of your business moves forward. And sometimes when we are experiencing burnout, it really means we need to go higher. So allowing that and clearing the block over the financial, if you have a money mindset challenge, over that money mindset challenge of putting some more money out to support the workings of the business. It often is challenging to see that. So we can talk about money mindset. Money mindset is a big block for a lot of people. And if your money mindset is one of scarcity, and right now I have a few new clients who are coming to me because of the exact things they're hearing about in the greater energy of the world right now. And they're coming in saying, well, it's hard. It's going to be hard to do this. One uses a lot of products from other countries. She's American based, uses a lot of products from other countries, and she's worried about tariffs. And so she's like, I have to tighten my belt. I have to do this. She's working out of a place of scarcity. There's prudence in that. But when you come from it from scarcity and the inability for it to make things grow, you're going to have a greater problem. You have to look at the block of money mindset scarcity and overcome that in order for you to let abundance flow to you. If you have money mindset scarcity, money is not going to be attracted to you because of the scarcity of it, right? It's very logical in this greater theme of energy, right? So looking at that and journaling on it, where did it come from? How has it manifested in your life to date, to this point? And what steps can you take right now to overcome that? See, our fears and our limiting beliefs and our blocks, everybody thinks they have to go into the deep, chasm of personal growth and going way back and unraveling all of the challenges in your life. And there may be a time for that. But if you're building a business, that's not necessarily the time. What the time is when you recognize that block is say, there you are. Hey, thank you for acknowledging yourself. Go to the back of my bus. Keep quiet because my bus is going forward. I know you're going to reappear, but I will acknowledge you and tell you to get to the back of the bus until you're ready to get off the bus. The less I see you, the less I acknowledge you, but you're on the back of the bus. You've shown your light. I've seen you. You're going to eventually get off my bus, and that's okay because I'm in the front of the bus steering it and moving myself and my business forward. That's what we do with blocks initially, is just that acknowledgement. Just by acknowledging it and shedding light on it and saying, my next step is, we move forward with it. Truth be told, I don't like public speaking. I don't like public speaking. It was a big block for me in building my business a long time ago. And coming into just sharing this message with you today, I sat down and I said, okay. Oh, there you are. And I know why. I know what it is in my life that I don't like this. And I say, there you are. Thank you for reminding me. I know you. I don't like you. Get off my bus so I can do my best. And I hit go. And we go from there. So clear your blocks so you can hit go, right? One of the best ways to clear that block after you acknowledge it is to elevate your own vibration and to step into your own ability to feel safer and stronger and more successful in the moment and take decisive action. So for me, I acknowledged my fear of speaking. And I did what I usually do, which is check my emotional self. Am I sweating a little bit more? How's that? Is nervousness showing up for me, right? And if it's a yes, there it is. I check that with connecting to one of the 4 elements that we as human beings encompass. For emotions, it's the element of water. And so I just took a sip of water. And I intentionally saw that water soothing my emotions and saying, oh, that refreshed me. I'm strong. I can go forward. So there are four elements, and the one is water that connects with our emotions. When you think about that, think of the moon, right? Moon cycles help support us to connect with the energy of a specific moon cycle, because the moon is associated with water, with the tides, right? And go howl at the full moon, right? We hear it all the time. Or go jump in the lake because your emotions are getting the better of yourself. We see how this particular element is vocalized by us. Then there's air. The second element is air, which is associated with your mind. If you've ever been in a meeting that the things are getting elevated, the energy is getting a little heated, a good leader will say, okay, I think this is a good time to go. I think this is a good time to take a break. Let's go get some fresh air, clear our minds, and come back where we can look at what's on the agenda from our wisdom and from our knowledge base, rather than from whatever the reason things are getting heightened. Okay? The third element is earth, and earth grounds our body. So we all know that being physically strong and healthy is the wise path to being able to move your needle forward in anything that you do, right? But there are times when we're feeling like our courage just isn't there, right? For whatever reason. And that's when we have to look at our body and our strength and say, I'm strong, right? Go hug a tree. Literally be a tree hugger, grab that strength from a beautiful pine or a solid oak. It's centuries of wisdom in there, and hug it and bring that strength into you and let it fuel your body's own ability to stand tall physically so that you can stand tall metaphysically. And then the fourth is the element of fire. Fire is our spiritual energy. It's that which connects us to source energy and light. It is spirit-based, right? So if we are feeling disconnected from our purpose, which is spirit-based, it is vital to connect to the flame of that. And it's as easy as lighting a candle and literally intentionally seeing that flame rise and connecting to your purpose by acknowledging your divinity, by acknowledging your spiritual being and saying whatever your purpose is over and over again, and breathing that fire into you. If you don't have a candle, you can just look at the sun, right? And if you don't have sun, we don't have sun today here, you can look at a bright, I have a bright light over in the corner here, and it's orange. It has orange around it. And so I look at that color to connect to my spirit. And weaving this energy, lifting your vibration up these are simple ways to do this. Right? We all do need to do deeper dives, and that's why we do this in the Living on Purpose Sistermind, is to go deeper into these concepts. But very quickly in this time that I have with you right now, you can do this in small, little, incremental, successful steps. So when you're ready to take a deep dive into them for that acceleration of manifestation in your business, you know what you're coming in with. You're aware of your blocks. You're aware of why a cosmic 2x4 hits your head, right? And you're at the point where you're like, it's time to get rid of this once and for all and get it off the bus and not let it just go to the back of the bus, right? So aligning your energies is so vital. You can think of it this way. How often are you inspired when the alarm clock goes off to get up and get going? Right? Stretch. Oh, my day ahead looks like this. I'm ready to rock and roll. Or are you hitting the snooze button? How many times are you hitting the snooze button? Right? The more you're in that lower energy field, the more work you need to do to align things, because this is your business. This is your passion. This is the reason you do what you do. And you want to go into your work day with a higher elevated vibration, with that passion fired up, and with your purpose alive. So how do you do that? I mean, that's Laura, that sounds really great. And but honestly, it's a tough time. It's hard right now. For all of the reasons in my own personal life, name something in your personal life that's going on. And then all of the outer reasons, right? And it's easy to go down that rabbit hole of fear. But in this alignment with your purpose and raising your energy, the one thing that I know that it does, this energetic alignment, is that it helps you trust the path. It helps you trust the path. You may or may not know what's at the end of the path. The path might be leading you into a tunnel, but when you're in this energetic alignment, you just have this knowing. You have a knowing of exactly the next steps that you need to take. Maybe not the 10th step, but the next step. Because you're clear, your energy is clear, and so your intuition is coming directly down. You're getting what a lot of people will call downloads or feelings like taps, or you're tingling all over, right? However you feel your intuition or see your intuition or taste your intuition. Because your energy and your vibration is high, you will have more of that, and you will know that the next step is coming, and you will have trust in the process. You don't always need to see the process. You just have to have trust in it. And aligning your energies and knowing your purpose allows your trust to be fulfilled in a lot of ways, so that you are confident, so that you are taking courageous action. A story about this is I once entered a road race, to end at home plate Fenway Park. I'm a New Englander. I love the Red Sox. Fenway Park is, the proverbial altar to baseball if you are a New Englander and you like the Red Sox. And there's this home base organization that has the Run to Home Base, raising money for veterans. And you physically run into Fenway Park and hit home plate. So a couple of weeks before I had entered this, we had the Boston bombings, which created a lot of fear, right? And even though they had found the individuals, there was still a lot of fear of copycatters or somebody who was still in cahoots with the bombers about hosting such an event. I internalized that. And as I went out for a training, I fell down and I twisted my ankle. My ankles go out. I have a soft ankle. It twists all the time. And I got up and I started walking home because it hurt. And I just got this download. And I'm like, I'm safe. I'm safe. I am safe. And I kept saying, I am safe. And I picked up my pace. My ankle was feeling okay. I'm like, I'm supported. I'm supported. And I was feeling good. And now I'm walking with this little gait, right? And I'm successful. I'm safe. I'm supported. I'm successful. And I'm strong, right? I'm strong. And so it's safe, supported, strong, successful. And I repeated that over and over and over again. I was running. I had run past my driveway and had gone down a whole mile, had to turn around and run back because of the trust I felt in the path forward. I iced my ankle that night, and the next morning it was fine. Years before, this ankle would have blown up. I would not have been able to be running on it for the next 2 weeks. I would not have been able to participate in that particular event, but I was fine. I didn't know how I was going to get through the tunnel of the Boston bombings, of an ankle that had twisted. I just found a way to clearly get those downloads, those affirmations, and be in them in a way of trust. And when you can do that, when you can energetically align with your highest good, which is your purpose and your business, you will have greater success. You'll manifest those downloads, you'll take those actions, and you will accelerate what success means to you. Success in business means something different to every single business owner out there. And that's up for you to define. So as we look at this alignment of purpose and energy, we have to step into trust and allow, because it's in that we are co-creating, and we are then getting the support that we need through that co-creation process, right? Even if your mindset on money is really scarce, if you step into co-creating with trust, something beautiful is going to align itself for you, because the universe will see your commitment and your resilience and your beauty, and it will work with you. The best ally in your business are your spiritual angels. So that's a lot, going forward. Growing from this place of alignment, making sure that you are really focusing on your purpose, your presence, both in being present with somebody and the gifts that you are giving. Focused on people, because now more than ever, we need to be focused on people and your own perseverance and your own resiliency, right? In order to have purposeful growth. All businesses are an extension of your soul work. And when you align and grow and it becomes natural, and the passion rises the way you want to be rising every single morning, in a way that is strong and fulfilling and just filled with desire and juice, because that's where success comes from. So we do want to reawaken that purpose and be able to articulate it in 5 words or less. So when the chaotic energy, you're feeling it, you can just stop and say, my purpose is, and how do I go next? Align your energy with it and take that next strong, purposeful, intention-filled step. And then you're not thinking about the energy that's all out there. You're thinking about how you can be of service to somebody else and how you can grow their success so that you can feel more fulfilled. Because ultimately, it is about us feeling fulfilled. So I hope that you've taken some golden nuggets out of our time together. I hope you're listening to all of the beautiful conversations and talks in this spiritual success, in this business. I come from spiritual, right? Business success forum. And allow yourself to get the golden ahas that are going to take you from what I call frozen February into manifesting March as we go forward. And I'm grateful to be able to be doing this on Valentine's Day so that I can now extend my heartfelt appreciation for you and for you being with me. And I hope that you grab that energetic checklist to help you see where you are. And if you ever need any support, you can always reach out to me. Inside the forum on Facebook is the best place to find me for you. And we will gather all of our resources together and step up our success so that light and love do get spread out into the world. Thank you so much.
I'm Charisse Marie, and it's been a pleasure navigating the landscape of business growth and holistic entrepreneurship with you today. At the Business Success Podcast, we're committed to supporting your entrepreneurial adventure every step of the way. Until next time, keep pushing boundaries and pursuing growth that aligns with both your business goals and your personal goals. And always remember, you hold the power to redefine success in a way that's meaningful to you. Let's continue this journey towards holistic entrepreneurship together.